Good morning. It's Saturday morning, and I'm just going to chit chat. No agenda. Well, not much. Here's some coffee for you. Cheers. Yeah, it's really early. Well, I am so busy right now. I've been so busy this week, 2 videos every day. So today, this afternoon, I'm not gonna put forth a video for you. So we'll make good time here this morning. Just a little bit of a chat. Well, one thing I do want to mention, I wasn't even gonna do this morning, but I felt like I needed to explain myself, and I always say, don't explain yourself. You don't need to explain yourself, but I do want to explain yesterday's video. Interesting comments. A couple of them very rude, like, yeah, you're weird. Yeah. But here's my explanation, okay? I've been doing videos now for it's really gonna be going on 7 years. I've been doing YouTube videos. I've been a nomad for gosh, now it's gonna be going on 9 years. So, but there were a couple years that I didn't have a YouTube channel, so but I do now. And I have quite a few videos. If you look back, let me see how yeah, get some more light in here. Yeah, yeah. I'm having lighting issues, which I'll talk about in just a minute. Well, so I've been doing videos all this time, and I've got quite a few videos. I think I've gotten better. I really do. I've tried so many different things. Some YouTube creators, they get it right off the bat, and they do improve. But me, I've been all over the place. I think it's my personality. I like to try new things. I like to try the artistic way, the news anchor way, just, me showing you how everything works in van life. And, there's just so many different ways that I've tested out. Well, yesterday's video was the Zombie Nation. And I really believe everything I said in there. The endocrine system is so vital to us in our personality and how we behave. I mean, it's all so interconnected. And one of the reasons I wanted to put this out, I know it was kind of a goofy way to do it. So if you haven't seen it, go to it. It's Zombie Nation. And why is America become a zombie nation? Well, I mentioned that the whole thing I talked about the endocrine system. What's the endocrine system? Well, a lot of you know. But I guess that a lot of us don't know anything about that. We just look at our body as like, well, as long as it feels okay, I'm not in pain. But I'm curious. I'm one of those curious people. I want to know why. I want to know how it works. I want to know the details of it and how it connects to everything because I believe everything is connected. But the endocrine system is very important how it works, and those are our glands, our hypothalamus, and our pituitary, and our pineal gland, our adrenal glands, and our reproductive glands. Yeah, I mean, they're very important. Our pituitary, well, and our thyroid, they're very important to how we behave and how we act as a person and collectively as a society. And I talked about all the ways that you can become a zombie. And I believe that it does affect us because we're acting pretty strange these days. And we have so many toxins in our body. Okay. I mean, if you even consider Pop Tarts, so many of our foods in America are outlawed in other countries. So maybe that might explain what's going on after 3 generations of being pounded with toxins, starting with the boomers, right? I mean, we didn't have any choice, and this we like, "Oh, this is cool, we're kids," you know? "Oh, I want this cereal, I want them Fruit Loops, I want all this," and they were pounding, like, dyes, all these dyes into foods, and they literally were killing, the first part was for the boomers, they wanted to kill whoever they are, they wanted to start poisoning us, right? And that's when vaccines really started coming out too. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We were getting pounded, weren't we? And then each generation, then we had the babies and it kind of taints DNA and on through. Well, we're seeing a lot of zombie behavior. A lot of people call it demonic behavior. Well, some of you corrected me and said, I don't think it's that. I think it's more of a spiritual warfare going on. Well, yeah. Who do you think, the leader, the big kahuna of the evil? Who do you think was wanting to put poison in foods? Who is it is it evil to put poison in our water via fluoride? Is it evil to rain down chemicals and trying to block out the sun using metals? Is that of the light or of the dark side? Well, yeah, duh. It all, points there. So, but in effect, I think that the goal was to hurt our bodies so we couldn't think straight. Yeah, the time was right. The time was ripe to really start flooding in chemicals. Our society was producing all of this, which it wasn't before. Well, anyways, yeah. So if you haven't seen yesterday's video, it's fun. I was the teacher. I had my pointer, and I was the Catholic teacher. And if you didn't pay attention, you were going to get your knuckles smacked. So go watch it. Yeah. Okay. So I wanted to explain that. That's just my personality. Well, I like to be all kinds of people. I like to have different personalities at different times, whatever suits me at the time. And I think it makes me very creative. I really do. I mean, I think I'm hilarious, okay? If you don't, at least I do. I laugh at myself all the time. All the time. I think I am funny. I think I am silly. I think I'm pretty goofy at times, but I also think I'm very intelligent, and I always mention being curious. If you're curious, you're going to be intelligent because you're always looking deep into things. And you might say, "Well, you overthink." No, I don't think so. I don't think I overthink things at all. I do make good decisions and I do them quickly, I do believe. I don't sit and think about things for days and days and days unless it's really something so important, but I pretty much think about it. I'm curious, I research it, and I balance it out, and then I go. And anybody who knows me knows that I can make pretty quick decisions. And if it could be door A or door B, you know? The way I look at it, each door has some goodies and some baddies, okay? So, pick a door and go. Don't set and ruminate over everything. If you consider looking back, if you know anything about me, and if you don't, I'm Minivan Lee. And look at me, I'm living in my van. Just for you who don't know who I am and you stumbled upon this video. Um, when I decided I was going to become a nomad, it took 1 month. Uno, un month. Yeah. It took 1 month. I had everything out of my house, gave it away, dumped it out, and I was in my minivan. I went and bought a minivan. Took 2 days. One day I found it, and the next day I said, "I'll take it." So I do make quick decisions, and they turn out to be pretty darn good. So I don't overthink things, but I do like to research things, and I do like to be curious about how things work. So Yeah, the video yesterday, I thought was fun. I thought it was, different. That's all I'll say. It was different, yeah. I'm getting better holding this thing, Erne. Whoops, let me get to it now. Yeah, you say you like me to whisper. This is a little ASMR, okay? Mm. Did you hear me swallow? Yeah. Yeah, I can be goofy at times. If any of you know me or hang out with me, I can be pretty goofy. Yeah. Okay, so what else? Well, what am I going to do today? Oh, you have no idea how much I have to do today. I got to clean out my phones. I've been doing so many videos. I got to go through and what do I want to keep? What don't I? Because all of my phones, I have so many, all of my phones are getting full, and so I need to clean them out, and I need to get all of my final scripts on my books. I need to get them put in one special place, yeah, and put them in a flash drive. And that's kind of funny too, because if you're a writer, you may make a copy of something, and then you forget, and then you finish the book in the copy and not the original. So it says a copy, and you think, oh, that's just a copy, but it's actually the complete. Okay, so I've got to go through everything and kind of like back it up. Yeah, got to back it up. So yeah, and then I'm almost done with my new book, my latest. Yeah, I'm almost done with it, and it's about a houseboat, a couple that like Gen X kind of age. They decided to they're professionals, and they decided to take a break. Their only son was just started college, and each of them have their parents are still living, but they're getting up there, and they're getting in their 75s, towards 80, and they figured this is the time to go do something adventurous. So they tossed it out between a van, a sprinter, or a houseboat, and they decided houseboat. They call it van life, only wetter. And they say that, a couple times in the book. It's van life, only wetter. Well, they're a fun couple, and they have adventures on the Mississippi River. They decided to do the Mississippi River, and they started out in St. Louis, and they were going to head all the way down to New Orleans. Yeah. So there's mishaps, and there's mystery, and there's all kinds of quirky characters along the way. And it took a lot of research to do this book. I will mention that my uncle, my favorite uncle, that after World War II, he was in the Navy along with his older brothers. My dad did not go into World War II. He was I think he was just young, and I think he was graduating the year that it stopped, that the war was over. But he could have still went in, and my grandpa, who was kind of an important dude and in our town, he he stopped it. He's like, no, 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 you're not going in. You're my youngest son. And much to my mother's chagrin, she wanted him to go in, because back then, I'm going offshoot here. Back then, if you were a veteran in World War II, when you came home, you were celebrated. You got homes they were building all these track homes for all these guys coming back. And yeah, so my mom was kind of like, well, neither here nor there whether it was good or bad that she wanted him to go in. I don't know. I guess because the war was over, it would have been okay. But my grandpa stopped it. And anyways, anywho, well, my favorite uncle, after he came back, he was in the Pacific Theater. Why they called theater, I don't know, but he was. And he was in the Navy, and he wanted something different. He'd seen a lot of things, and he wanted something different. So he went down. He went to Cincinnati and worked for a barge company on the Ohio River. And so he used to tell us stories. He did it for a couple of years and then came back and was kind of healed over and could start his life. Well, he told a lot of stories, and then I connected with my cousin, who was his son, and he's just a little bit older than I am. And so I got a lot of information from him on how it all works, and because he remembers a lot of it too. So together we kind of like he pointed me to different research places. So it's a good book. It's going to be good. And well, it is good, but I'm not sure if I'm going to put it out on Amazon or if I'm going to wait, because I'm going to be looking for in January. I'm going to be looking for a literary agent. Yeah. So I did finish Blackout Nomads too. And I know a lot of my friends are like, well, we want to read it. I'm kind of saving it. I'm not putting it self-published yet because I would like to find a literary agent. And they do appreciate books that haven't been put through yet. So for self-publishing, yeah. Let me pat my nose here. Well, look at me. I've got two shirts. I've got a shirt underneath there. It's cold in the morning. It's really cold. I'm using two blankets now. Up here in northern Arizona, summer's over, and it's been wet and chilly. It's been raining. Yeah, I don't want to edit this. I just want to get this out. So excuse me if I pat my nose. I know it's a little goofy. Yeah. So um, that's what's going on in my life right now. Waiting to go south, but I am all of a sudden now. I'm really enjoying myself up here. I've got it all figured out. I really do. And I'm enjoying I really have a lot of isolation. I mean, the one person that I kind of hung out with was Max. And I would see him, every once in a while we'd go do something, maybe go out to a restaurant or something like that. But he's not here. He's still in Michigan. And I don't even know if he's going to be coming through. Maybe Flagstaff, so I'll see him again. But then he'll be heading down to Quartzsite. Somebody asked me, thinking about Quartzsite, somebody asked me, well, if you haven't been there for 2 years, how do you know how Quartzsite is right now? Really? Really? I mean, yeah, the things that some people say to me is like on comments is like, huh. I don't know if I'd say it that way. I don't know if I'd say that. I wouldn't say that to people. I really wouldn't. But some people feel that there's different personalities out there, isn't there? Just like me. I have a different personality, and so does everybody else. They have different behaviors. But, well, of course, I know what's going on in Courtside. I've got friends that go there, and Max lives there. He has a, excuse me, Max has a trailer there. I mean, he has a home there. So he knows exactly what's going on in Quartzsite. Okay. And he's got friends there. So Quartzsite doesn't change all that much. I mean, little things might change, right? But, other than that, let me get a sip. So I'm going to be busy this weekend. I think the whole weekend I'm just being, you probably won't hear from me till Monday, but that doesn't mean you can't look at my past videos. I want you to go back if you haven't and look at some of the videos you may have missed. There's been two a day, and it really does help support me. It really, really does. Yeah. I mean, I do this for basically pennies over the amount of time that I put into it because I'm just I'm a medium fish in a little pond. I would say that. Yeah. So, and YouTube keeps changing their algorithms, so I really count on you guys and to go into Amazon and type in Minivan Lee books. that really does help support me, right? Somebody asked me what happened with my website. Well, let me clear that up because I do get asked about that often. Well, every year, I mean, I do have domain names. They're not so expensive. I mean, they can be like to renew them every year. It can be like, I think $75 to renew them. And I have 3 of them that I've kept now. But to actually have a website run by them and to have the website builder that I use and to have e-commerce on it, when they wanted to hit me with the charge in April, I mean, it knocked my socks off. The prices went up so high. And it was at the time that was writing my script for Blackout Nomads, an actual movie script. And so I wanted to get the software that helps with it, that puts it in the way that a director or producer would want to see it. And it's detailed. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's like this has to be capitalized and this doesn't, you don't want this capitalized and this is an action. This is a dialogue and it all has to be in line over to the left edge or in the rules are I mean, I know them now, but this was going to help refine the end product. They weren't going to write it for me. Oh no, but they would help line it up correctly for me so that it could be presentable. Well, that was like a couple $300 for that, so I had to like, okay, which one do I want? So I kept my domain names, of course, but I canceled my them fueling my website. Yeah. So that's why I'll get it back up again. But for right now, I'm just spending my money on other things. Yeah. And keeping my videos going, writing books. And my, what are my better sellers right now? Right now, my Christian books, the 3 of them. My latest one is Come Soon, Come Quickly. The one before that was Messy Me, Mighty God. And the one before that was A Simple Christian Life. Those 3 books are selling. So if you want them, go ahead and look at minivanlee.com. And I will say that in my description, video description, all the books and the links are right there. They're ebooks or they're paperbacks. Okay. And but so if you want any one of those 3, and then my thrillers are selling a lot. So thank you so much. And leave reviews on Amazon. That really does help me. So yeah, they're good. And yeah. So I'm an author now and I enjoy it. I really do. But with me being isolated, I was mentioning about Max not being here, there's really no one else I hang out with here except me, myself, and God, you know? Yeah, we hang out together and I get so much more done. Yeah, I really do. But being an author is becoming foremost, and I really appreciate that you have been supporting me that way. Yeah, thank you all. But they are said the the latest from Voyeur In A. Oh my gosh, that's actually a funny book. It's actually an endearing book. There's endearing characters. It's not so much, oh, it's evil. She's writing these evil thrillers. No, every book has something to do with there's mention. Yes, I like him to be centered around that, not the whole center. Okay, and but yeah, there are people there who are Christians, some characters who are Christians. So I always want to make sure that he's represented. Yeah, but they're good books. I love to put, and you know that I love to laugh. So there are funny moments in all of my books. All of them. They're funny moments. Yeah. Um, Especially Messy Me, God, Mighty God. I don't know, Come Soon, Come Quickly. I'm not sure if there's humor in there. Um, it's more about what's going on with Bible prophecy right now. So, yeah. But it's good. It's good. It's good. I'm telling you, it's good. Yeah. I feel good. I feel good. Do, 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 do. I knew that I would now. Yeah, I do feel good this morning. And okay, so I guess we can wrap this up. I don't want it to go too long, but I do want you to go, if you haven't, to look at um, Zombie Nation. Okay, I mean it's fun. I'm the teacher. Okay, and you're going to learn something about our body. I think it's important to know what's going on inside. How is it working? We can't just shove stuff in our body and think, "Oh yeah, everything's going to turn out good," you know? No, if we learn what's going on in here, and I will mention, okay, I did mention about, well, yeah, of course it's evil. Evil against good. If they're trying to poison our bodies, oh my gosh. But also, I want you to know this because we are a miracle in motion. All of the intricate parts that God created to work together to make us who we are. It's important that we eat and treat this. Now, people say, oh, your body's going to die. Well, I mean, if I'm ill, if I'm sick, if I'm a sickly person, how am I going to get out there and tell anybody about anything? How am I going to witness? How am I going to do that? If we don't feel well, if our brain isn't working right. So it all matters. Obviously, our body matters, right? So I just wanted to, I'm going to end with that. Yeah. I really get frustrated with those arguments. Well, you don't have to worry about the body. The body is just no, the body carries me around. I do get concerned that it's going to be healthy and work for me so I can get around. Yeah. My eye itches. Excuse me. Oh boy, it really itches. Ooh, it's something tickle. Okay, yeah, not much makeup on. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna end this. I love you guys. Yeah. High five and give me a thumbs up and subscribe and go to Amazon Minivan Lee books and support me. Buy one. It just supports me, and they're not expensive. Okay. I love you. I'll probably see you Monday. Okay. Go down and look at some videos that you haven't looked at yet. Okay. Mwah. Love you. Bye.